Assistant. Meaning of abate is assistant. Okay. Today's word is baffle. Baffle. B-A-F-F-L-E. B-A-F-F-L-E. Baffle. Baffle. What's the meaning of that? To confuse. To confuse. Perplex or to confuse. That is the meaning of that. Very good. And today's word for you is adroit. Today's word for you is adroit. Today's word for you is adroit. And let me get the answer in the coming class. Fine. What is the phrase I gave last class? What is the phrase I gave last class? Black and blue. What's the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? Black and blue. Yes, meaning? I didn't get. Black and blue is beat mercilessly. Beat mercilessly. Beat mercilessly. That is the meaning. And today's phrase is broken reed. Broken reed. Broken reed. Broken reed. Any guess? Yeah, broken reed. Broken reed. Okay, for example, if you lose support from one person, that is called broken reed. Support that failed. Support that failed. Yeah, weak person. Okay, if you don't get support from your friend or your parents that you got before, that is broken reed. That support is broken. Okay, the support which is given by your parents and friends, it is if it is broken, that is broken reed. And today's word is sorry, phrase bandy. Bandy words. B-A-N-D-Y. Bandy words. Bandy words. Bandy words. Yeah, Kamalesh. Okay, let me get the answer in the next class. Fine. Just a recap. I'll ask a few questions from the last class. Okay, it is from the poem. Fine.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I give some instructions to them, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Already you have got guidelines in the group. Please come log in through your name and initial. Please don't come through your parents' name. Please log in through your name and initial. I doesn't want any emojis, symbols against your name. If you have logged in through that, please change it. And another one child is come through email ID mageshwari@gmail.com. Please change to your name. We don't know who's that. And I doesn't want any unnecessary messages chatting among yourselves. Just you can ask doubts through the message. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. See, children, those instructions, it's for you only, and it's not everyone. Only few students, those who are disturbing the teachers, and other students, those who are eagerly listening to other classes. Okay, that's why general guidelines is given, and please log in with your ID. Okay, and better don't disturb. Fine. Otherwise, you will face the consequences. And all the classes you have observers, and they are observing you. They are noting down your names. You will be blocked. Okay. So first question: who is Folk Carry? Who is Folk Carry? Folk Carry is a poetess. Okay. Who is Folk Carry? Where is she from? A Legend of Northland, the poem which is written by Folk Carry. Where is she from? America. She is an American poetess. Fine. Next question. What is the name of her sister? What is the name of her sister? Yesterday I told you. What is the name of her sister? Alice Carey. Very good. Okay. Those who said Alice Carey, it's the right answer. Both Folk Carey and Alice Carey together, they published poems in the year 1849, and after that they each went on to publish their own poems separately. Okay. Next question: who is the legend in the poem? See, a legend of the Northland. Who is the legend? Who is the legend in the poem? Saint Peter. Saint Peter is the legend. Very good. What is Northland in the poem? What is Northland in the poem? Okay. What does Northland refer to? Northland. What does Northland refer to in the poem? Northland. Northland. Yeah. Very good. So a country in the North Pole. Okay. A country in the North Pole. Very good. Next question. How do the people go to other place when it snows in the Northland? So yesterday we discussed, how do the people move to other place when it snows in the Northland? Sledges. Say it completely, Shika. Okay, they go through the sledges. What do they tie to the sledges? What do they tie to the sledges? Reindeer sledges. Yeah. See, cart. It is just a vehicle, bullock cart, and that cart is pulled by bullock. Okay. So reindeer sledges is the right answer. Don't say sledges alone. Okay. When it snows in the Northland, and the people, they move to other places through sledges, reindeer sledges. Clear? Fine. Very good. Why do the children look like bear's cubs? In the Northland, when it snows in the winter season, the children, they look like bear's cubs. Why? Why do they call us bear's cubs? Yes, Mithun, very good. Those who said they wear fur coats. Okay, furry coats or cloths. Okay, that is the right answer. See, since they are wearing furry clothes, okay, they look like bear's cubs. Clear? Their body is covered with fur coats. Wait, and then who is Saint Peter? Who is Saint Peter? Who is Saint Peter? Christ. Hey, don't change the history there. Apostle of Christ, Arko, Siddharth, okay, Jyoti, and whoever said that he is an apostle of Christ or disciple of Jesus Christ, it is the right, it is the right answer. Apostle of Jesus Christ. Okay. Where did he go to Northland? Where did he go to Northland? Where did he go to Northland? Women's bakery. Okay, actually, what is a? He goes to a small cottage. Okay, where what? Who did he meet there? In the cottage, who did he meet? In a cottage, who did he? Old woman, a little old woman. She was there. He met a little woman. What she does? She is making. She's baking the cakes. Okay. What did Saint Peter ask the woman? What did Saint Peter ask the woman? What did Saint Peter ask the woman? Cakes. Okay. Since he was so tired, of starving, he is almost fainted. He asked the little woman a single cake. Okay, what she has made? She has made many cakes, and from the cakes that she has made, he asked only one. Very good. Last question. What is simile in the second stanza and the ninth stanza? What is simile in the second stanza and the ninth stanza? Okay, very good. In the second stanza, look like beer's cups, look like it is a simile, look like beer's cups, and very good. And I got the answer for the second one also. In the ninth stanza, okay, as a wafer, okay, that is a simile. Very good. Did you see the video? I have 12 more questions towards the end. If I have time, I'll ask. Okay, did you see the video, first part? Yesterday I made it visible. No? Okay. In my blog, okay, in my page, go to content. Click the content. Clear? Click the content, and when you click the content, you may see the title, A Legend of the Northland, Poem 5. Poem 5, A Legend of the Northland, Part 1. Clear? You just click, and the first 8 parts, it's clearly explained. And I hope I recalled also now. If you have any doubt, you just see that one also. Ma, it is the YouTube link is given there. YouTube link is given, it is pasted there. You just click, you can get the video. The video is there. Fine. Okay. So, it is a ballad. Ballad is a short narrative poem, which is given in short stanzas. Okay. In every ballad, you may get a story, and you have a story. You have a story which is not believed by the poetess herself, and yet she feels that if we readers, if we get to know the story, we may get a lesson. Okay, so this story happens in the Northland. We are going to see, halfway. We are halfway, and we discussed half of the poem, and it is about the Saint Peter. And Saint Peter is a disciple of Jesus Christ. When wherever he went, when he lived, wherever he went in the world, and he started preaching. And one day he went to a Northland, a country in the Northland, in the North Pole. Okay, where he went to a cottage. In the cottage, he met a little woman. In the cottage, he met a little woman. He asked her a single cake. Okay, since she's baking the cakes, he asked her a single cake because he was fainted. He almost he was very weak since he was fasting. He didn't eat whole day. Okay, he asked her a single cake. She didn't deny. She didn't deny. She accepted. She accepted to give him cake. She accepted to give him a cake. Okay, and she made the first cake. She made the first cake. Okay, very small one, but it looked too large to her to give it to Saint Peter. Okay, however, she made the small one, and for her it looked very large, very big. Okay, what she did, and she prepared. She needed, one more cake, very small one compared to the first one she had made. Okay, and even after making the second one, and she felt that even the second one also it is too large, too big. Okay, to give it to give away to the Peter. Clear. Then what she did. She took a tiny scrap, a small amount of dough from the dough, and she rolled and rolled. She rolled and rolled. Okay, rolled it flat, and as a wafer, and but she couldn't part with that. And she said, however she makes the cake, small cakes, for her it looks very big. So whenever she eats the cakes, for her it looks very small. When she gives to others, it looks very big. Okay. So what she did, and she didn't give any cake to Saint Peter. She put it she put it on the shelf itself. That made Saint Peter hungry. Clear. So first she said, 10th stanza. First she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat them, when I eat them of myself, are yet too large to give away. So she put them on the shelf. Clear. So she felt that whenever she eats a cake, and it looks very small, whenever she gives a cake to others, it looks very big. And what she did, she didn't give a cake to Saint Peter. She kept it on the shelf itself. That made Saint Peter angry. Then the good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Okay, good Saint Peter, since he's so good, the good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was, see, the link is given there. It is there in the content page. Towards the end, you ask me. Don't ask me in between, but I'm just thinking you are asking about the video, the live video. Okay. Towards the end, you ask me if you have any doubt regarding that video that I posted. The link is there. Let me complete the poem first. Fine. And that made Saint Peter angry, for he was hungry and faint. Surely, okay, the attitude of the woman, the activity of a woman, may make any person angry, especially the person now who is almost fainted of hungry. Okay, the attitude, the behavior of the woman made him angry on her. And he said, okay, let's see what is the reaction of Saint Peter. And he said, you are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. See, you are in a North Pole. You are in a North Pole, a country which is there in the North Pole. Okay. See, you are too selfish. You are too selfish to be in a human form, to take a shelter in a human form. Okay, you are too selfish to dwell means to live in the human form. Okay, and also to have fire to keep you warm. Clear. So since he grew angry, and he just informed the women, see, you are not supposed to be in the human form since you are selfish. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry for disturbance, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, Raghavan has typed something, sir. He has shared your this one, Prem Education Plus in YouTube search engine. For what he has sent that message, you asked, sir.
Yeah, ma, that is YouTube link. Raghavan, that is YouTube link. The video I pasted. Okay, You can see YouTube link only there, and if you click the link, and you may get the story. Okay. Sir, in the first lesson there are 20 questions. Ma, such questions. See, we are almost going to complete the poem. After completing the poem, ask me the questions. Clear? You are asking about the classwork. I am teaching the poem. Okay? Only 3 stanzas we have. Let me complete it. And then ask me the question. Fine? Thank you. So he cursed the woman that she should not be there. She should not be in human form since she is too selfish. Okay. So let's see what she has made. What he has made. Now you shall build as birds do, and shall get your scanty food by boring and boring and boring all day in the hot dry wood. Okay. So now Saint Peter he gave his curse on her. Okay, what is the curse? And she will be changed to a bird. She will be changed to a bird, and she will be searching for her food. Okay, she will be searching for her food. Scanty here, very little, very little food. Even to get very little food, she has to strive very hard. Okay, after changing to a bird. And what she after becoming a bird, okay, what she will be doing, she will be boring and boring means making a hole. Okay, boring and boring. The word it is repeated thrice. The word, it is repeated thrice. What is the poetic device? What is that? Yeah, very good, Janani. And those who said repetition, it's the right answer. Please make a note. It is a repetition. Okay. So he gave his curse. He just cursed her to change herself to a bird. Okay. After becoming a bird, and she will be searching for her little food. She will be striving hard to get her food by boring and boring all day. Where she will be boring? In the dry wood. Okay, she will be making a hole in the dry wood timber. Okay, any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? No? Good. Next stanza. Then she went through the chimney, never speaking a word. Out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. Okay, so she went through the chimney, and she didn't utter a word. She didn't utter a word, and the top of the flame. Okay, top of the flame, and the top top of the flame. She there came a woodpecker. The bird woodpecker. She changed to a bird. She changed to a bird. Okay. Any doubts in that stanza? Here, she changed to a woodpecker. Okay, we all know what woodpecker does. What woodpecker does, children? How woodpecker will eat? How will it get? Making a hole in the dry wood. Okay, that is a curse given by Saint Peter. That's what poetess said that poetess said that she doesn't believe in the story, but because of her greed, selfishness, she was made a woodpecker by Saint Peter. Clear? And the next stanza, she had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burned black as a coal in the flame. Okay, so if you see the woodpecker, you can see the scarlet cap on her head. Okay, scarlet cap, and however, the woman, before she was changed to a bird, she wore a scarlet cap, and it is still there. on the woodpecker of head. Okay, the scarlet cap, it is still there, and it was left. It was left the same, but the rest of her clothes were burned. Okay, the clothes that she wore, and it the clothes were burned black as a coal in the flame. Black as a coal in the flame. Okay, as a coal in the flame. What is a figure of speech? What is a figure of speech? What is a figure of speech? Poetic device. As a coal in the flame. Simile. Very good. As a coal in the flame. Okay. See, in this stanza, it is very important. After becoming woodpecker, the scarlet cap, the woman that she wore before, she was made to a bird. That scarlet cap, it is still there on the woodpecker. After becoming a woodpecker, also it is still there. But the clothes that she wore, it was burned. Okay, burned in the burn black as a coal in the flame. Clear? Any doubts in this stanza? No? Last stanza. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for food. Okay, you as a schoolboy or a schoolgirl, okay, wherever you go, especially in the deep wood, you can see the woodpecker. You can see the woodpecker, how it bores dry wood. Clear? Every schoolboy in the world can see the woodpecker which is making hole on the dry wood. Clear? And she kept on boring for food. Okay, boring. It is a repetition in the last line. Any doubts? Dwell in the human form. Yes, to live in the human form. To live, dwell means living, shelter. To live in the human form. That's the meaning of that. No doubts? Okay, written by Pope Carey. As I said, she's a American poetess, younger sister of Alice Carey. A ballad, okay, what is there in the box? Let me read that one also. A ballad is a song narrating a story in short stanzas. Ballads are a part of folk culture or popular culture and are passed on orally from one generation to next. A legend of the Northland is a ballad. Okay. Any doubts? The poem 16 stanzas are completed. Any doubts, ma? Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Now you asked me some of you were asking me the questions. What is the question? What is your question, Raghavan? I told you, if you go to content page in my page, okay, in the English class where you are coming, if you go to content page, okay, the content will be visible. Poem 5. If you click that one, YouTube link will be there. Click that YouTube link and you can get the video. Some of you said that you got the video. Okay, and also you asked me about the classwork. See, you are in your home. You are not wasting your time traveling to school. Okay, or preparing well for your exams, and only monthly once you are writing exam. The two in your house. You have an ample amount of time. Okay, you are not, all of a sudden you are not going to submit your classwork. All of a sudden you are not going to complete your did I ask you to submit your classwork all of a sudden? You have ample amount of time. You can submit your classwork when you come to school. Okay, take your own time. start writing the classwork. If you have any doubt, you just ask me, I'll let you know. How it is all about the lesson. How how many questions you have in your lessons. Right, you should write all those questions. Again, you are asking me the same question. You should write all the questions. Tell me, do you want me to give some extra questions from the text, general questions? I'll give. You're saying no. Okay, page number 67. Just see the thinking about the poem. What did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? What was the lady's reaction? I think I already asked this question. You can answer. Can you answer for this question when you write the classwork? Page number 67, first question. Fine. Second question. Sorry, that is the second question. First question. Which country or countries do you think Northland refer to? You can search and write. Yes, I don't think it is that tough. Third one. How did he punish her? At last we discussed. Okay, at last we discussed how did he punish her? Okay, changing her to a woodpecker. Clear, very meaningful sentence. How does the woodpecker get her food? How does the woodpecker get her food? I think you can write. Towards the end only we discussed. Fine, very good. Fifth one, do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was? What was she has done then? Okay, it is all about your answer. Okay, if the woman, if she really comes to know who is Saint Peter, if she, whether if she would have behaved the same. Okay, yes or no, you should give your own answer. It is you can say no or you can say yes. It's all about you. And sixth one, is this a true story? Which part of this poem do you feel is most important? Okay, even the poetess, she's not sure about the story. Okay, whether it is true or not, she doesn't believe. Okay, and you should write which part of this poem do you feel is most important. Okay, yeah, women denying him to give a single cake and and then getting cursed from Saint Peter. What is a curse? That is the important part. Very good. What is a legend? Why this poem called a legend? Who do you call as a legend? Who do you call as a legend, generally? Generally, who do you call as a legend? In the poem, it is Saint Peter. Generally, who do you call as a legend? Expert. See, a person who achieved something great, okay, who strived hard, achieved something great, okay, reached the high altitude, okay, is called a legend. Okay, for example, Bill Gates is is a legend. Okay, so Saint Peter also is a legend. Okay, why this poem called a legend? Okay, fine. You all know what Saint Peter has achieved. And the eighth one, write the story of a legend of the Northland in about 10 sentences. You have to sum up the theme of the poem. You should write. You should write it in 10 sentences.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, Siddharth has put some symbols, sir. Please ask him not to put hereafter, sir, in chat.
Okay. Siddharth, I already told you, if you annotate or if you do any mischievous thing in the chat or anything on the screen, you will be caught. And if you are blocked, then you will come to know. You are given guidelines. If you don't follow the guidelines, you'll be into trouble. I already told you. Okay. Any doubts? Any other doubts? Is it clear, ma? Go to my page. Go to my page. Okay. No issues. No mentions in that. Okay. Don't do that. See, whatever I say, whatever ma'am says, okay, we don't have any personal, enmity over you. You are our students. We feel you are our students. Okay. You also just feel that we are your teachers. Fine. Thank you, ma.